make sure it works for you.
What happens when the charges are done, though?
Well, that's the problem. The blade falls off.
Yeah, that sounds like a minor problem.
Yeah.
A little faulty in the...
Yeah. Again, still trying my best.
Might I recommend, burying the hatchet between the two of you? Maybe get the group mind going again on it.
Yes, if I must. And he...
Pulls it back, puts it back into the chest.
Well,
He looks at you, Herring. The herring gun. Marrying the herring gun.
you, big gladiator, right? I heard
Yeah.
that about you.
Yeah.
Do you ever wear braces?
Kind of, bow. Kind of need my wrists. But it would be nice, to be honest, if I could find some that are flexible. She has these fingerless gloves on, that covers the first 2 fingers of her shooting hand, but they have spikes on them. That's all I got.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think of something that'll help a little bit more with accuracy. So, yeah.
I'm all ears.
See what I could do with...
Yeah. Oh, well, one ear. This one kind of went.
It's cute. It's really cute.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's all I've got from me now. But if you want, later on at the Fish and Flask, I can make a little bit of a, pick something up for you. Huh?
Yes, absolutely.
Love that.
Oh, by the way, that blue and pink thing, it went over like gangbusters at the fair.
Yes, I knew it would. Yes, perfect.
I'm sure alcohol poisoning went over too.
No wonder no one was able to hold their own in any sort of a fight.
But here's the thing. I think I got a bit of a name for it. I think you might like it.
All right.
The Dandy Andy.
You'd name it for me.
I mean, you're the one who made it, so
Oh my! Wow! Thank you so much, Eldon.
That bardic inspiration,
All right. Yeah. Oh my goodness! Thank you. That's such an honor.
It's nothing.
How about- How about a
Oaxaca, I think he's
percentage?
flirting with your girlfriend.
Hey,
Herring.
now, come on.
What? I'm just trying to help you out.
I pretend not to hear it this time. I'm trying a different tack.
You mind if I, Miss?
And he looks at Arlin.
You mind if we just have a little word in private? Won't be long.
Yes, sir.
Won't be long.
He takes you over to a bench in this part of a garden area.
Mhm.
He sits on the higher part, just kind of just so he can be kind of eye level with you.
How you doing?
Darryl, I think I'm okay. It's... Go ahead.
You know, Seen a lot of people go down. Seen a lot of people get hurt.
Mhm.
I never had my hand held tighter by my sister. And in that moment, when they held a diamond above you, I don't think we've ever met anyone quite like you. And I think that there's a reason that they found you and you found them.
That's what everyone keeps trying to say and tell me, but
No, my sister and I, we weren't the most noble people when we were growing up. We found ourselves in a bit of a bind. We got caught. Luckily, the judge was a bit merciful. Gave us another chance. Could have been our third strike. And we would have been exiled from the Empire. There's no such thing as honor among thieves, despite what people may tell.
it's just a fancy saying, but
We turned our lives around. And whatever trouble you encounter, I think you may be able to turn their lives around too.
I would like to help them. I don't. I've never really had friends before.
I think you just picked up 5.
They're a lot to handle. Bien sûr.
With your friends, I hear you have a big meeting.
Ah. Oui. That's.
Advice.
I don't.
Go in sober.
I.
And I
You
mean
have to
that
tell.
with a
You have to
lot
tell
of
the
you.
other. No. You
A
have to
lot
tell
of
the
you.
others that. No.
You will
I-
be. If they smell one bit of your breath from any of you, I'm gonna get blamed immediately, and then it's just a whole
Fine.
mess.
Oh mon Dieu. I will help. I will sober them up. I will do whatever. But what? I am allowed to drink today.
I didn't say that you had to go. It's just to make sure by the time you get there tomorrow,
Oui,
that
oui,
you
oui.
just
We
the rest of
I
the
will-
day, do whatever the bloody hell you want.
one is already on water. He's already on rope.
Oh, I'm worried about
Because
I'm worried about them. Them. Yes.
we will make sure that they are close to.
Have a lightweight, if you ask me.
I don't know. I've only known him for 2 days. I cannot make that
Oh,
judgment.
you never seen a drunk monk? Oh. There's a sight.
Not a happy one. No.
Exactly. Let's just say vow of silence doesn't exist when it happens. Anyway, no, it's a stupid question. Never mind.
No. There are no stupid questions.
No, it's
It's to play. Come on.
Is she seeing the bird? No, for real. Is that a thing?
No.
I don't want to interrupt and make something rude.
Je ne sais pas. But they keep saying no. Alors, no.
Okay. No, you know what? No. Be professional. Just saying, if you hear anything,
No. I will not.
Loop.
I will not. She
idea
just
what that
walks
was. Oh! By the way, I totally forgot. There's a package
Wait.
for you. Yeah, they
What?
apparently it's. I think it may be from the notes. Said from family to Arlin. I assume that's you from
Wait,
your
wait,
family
where-
to Arlin. So.
Wait, where is this?
Oh! It's just it's waiting for you. We just heard it came in through messenger. I think it should be in one of the assigned rooms.
Ooh.
Probably the one that's assigned to you.
D'accord.
Oh yeah, right. I got up. You've seen the little floating person go around, right?
Wait,
Yeah.
then I thought he was seeing things.
I don't know.
They were seeing things.
I don't know what to call it either, to be honest. I've just been calling it friend. But
Yeah, they would probably like that. I don't.
it's positive
they're
reinforcement,
helpful.
as it were.
Oui.
Everyone, wait, come on over. So a little unseen friend, just kind of follow their lead. They'll have a tracker on them, so you don't just have to guess
I
where your rooms are.
I imagine they just have like a little tour flag of just like
That's
follow
exactly
me.
what I was going to say.
We're walking this.
Just like this tiny little banner that floats.
And
with
we're
them.
walking, we're walking, we're walking, and we're stopping.
And here's
Does-
where we're going to find out the history of the kill.
Does it not have a name?
What's that?
Does it not have a name?
Oh, no, I just call it friend.
Friend.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right.
Like friend.
It responds to like capital F, friend.
Oh.
I mean, it knows.
All right.
It.
Yeah.
It just seems a bit disrespectful, you know, like
Right.
calling
Is-
it.
Well, no, that's why I
Yes.
call it friend.
You call it. You said it.
Because I've never seen what
Them.
being
Them.
is, what they are.
Wait. So who makes it? Makes
Oh,
friend?
it's an enchantment.
Oh, because like I had friends at school, well, and not friends, Chris, not, but whatever, who could actually cast that spell, Unseen Servant, and would make it do sometimes rather sordid things. But listen,
I knew there was a bit
Anyway.
something saucy about you.
not I. I'm just saying some folks. Yeah. Anyway, but anyway, so but it's
I've
it's an
been around
enchantment.
Coven.
Yeah.
Waka kind of raises an eyebrow
liberal.
at that.
Mary looks
it's
at
just rather
Awaka.
liberal. That's all. But anyway, so it's an enchantment. It's not someone in particular
A being.
who's.
It's not sentient.
Well, no, of course not. But like,
Then
I think-
it is all right.
yeah,
Just
I was just wondering if I don't know if I was
As
just wondering if
Willa.
it had a name. That's all.
friend.
All a very interesting bunch.
this is
And you
this is our
see,
first controversy. Is unseen servant a living being?
You see the little flag start to.
Hello, friend.
Honey.
There it is.
Oh, it's friend.
Yeah. Make sure they go to their respective rooms, and for her, make sure that she receives her package that came in.
Wait, s'il te plaît.
All right. So find your rooms. Come back to the common room. Whatever you have with you, you need to leave it behind, or if you want to pack or whatever. Just for the you can meet me back at the Fish and Flask. Have a nice meal. Have some drinks. Talk a little stories. Get to know each other maybe a little bit more. Hear some songs. I'm just saying.
All right.
I'm good.
Excellent.
Sounds great.
All right. I am terrible at goodbyes. No.
It's all good.
Bye.
I let them all go
Okay.
ahead of me, and I go back to the table where I left the book, and I kind of start folding up stuff, and I wrap it, and I leave behind 4 schematics, and I go to Eldon and I go, "Hey, just before we go," and I point to the 3 that I didn't show him before. One is a shotgun, like a boomstick style shotgun, The other is a large crossbow that looks very reminiscent to the Van Helsing Hugh Jackman crossbow. And then the last one is a pair of bracers with pistols attached at the end that slide out to where a palm would be. And I go, this one, though, that's not for me. It's for somebody else.
I like it.
Just keep that last one to ourselves, you know.
You got it.
All right.
All right. And he gives
And I
you
follow-
the whole like arm shake.
I put my belt back on because the bandolier was my belt, and I was like,
Yeah.
one thing that vest will be, I won't have used this as a belt anymore. And I like get my pants back up, and I follow the rest of the group.
Sorry about that. Totally forgot. So eventually, following the servant, you each find a respective room. They're very comfortable looking. And you see they've kind of been somewhat customized to what you need. There are prayer books for Arlin, along with your package. There are books about dragon lore in your room, Maring. There are prayer mats for meditation in Luna's room. There is basically kind of what they, you know, that the kind of fighting like for like karate or jiu-jitsu with the different
Practice dummy?
arms. Yeah, like practice ones. There's one of that in your room, Finn. And there's also they put a subtle kind of platinum dragon shield above the bed, and just kind of like it's subtle. It's not like boom, big old dragon. It's just enough, like a nice little shine to it. Andy, in your room, it is a nice. There's a nice bright flowery color to it, and stands for instruments. Some music books with different songs, and in Oaxaca, in your room, you see stuff that is actually from your native lands. Just stuff from your culture. The patterns on the sheets seem to be woven in the same style that you remember as a child with your nomadic groups. And there are all these little bits of flavor that they've gotten that are custom to you in some way. And eventually gathering all your things back, Arlin, you have your bag with you. Joanna is there in the common room, and she is now in casual gear. And she looks a bit more relaxed. Her hair is down now instead of braided up. And she doesn't have her weapon on her. And she says, "Well, welcome to the guild."
As the night ends.
Hold on,
and-
I have to set it
sorry.
up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were just going from where we left off. I'm sorry.
His job.
I'm sorry.
I thought we
I'm
were
sorry.
swapping roles.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Disadvantage.
I'm sorry.
No. Disadvantage on your home. Disadvantage on your cow.
Not cow.
Disadvantage on your family.
That's 5 seconds.
You come back from the Fish and Flask, having enjoyed a wonderful meal and nice drinks and songs. Andy entertained you with. People had come up to you and thanked you for what they heard and went down. You all kind of play it on the down low in terms of what you actually encountered, and you especially don't talk about what happened with Arlin, if you have any idea of what may have happened.
Do I get any tips? These are the most important questions.
I'm going to roll for that.
Yes.
Do I get any money?
Listen, I don't normally play a bard, so I'm going to take
find
advantage
out
of it.
how much gold you get with...
Make a performance
You make
check.
17 gold.
Oh,
Damn.
well then.
Drinks on Andy.
Drinks are normally
No, please no.
drinks are normally on Andy, darling.
Hey.
Just ask Oaxaca.
He has his own money. Oh, y'all bastards.
Anyway.
Which Andy didn't get any of it for him.
So it's just about late at night at this point. Is there anything anyone would like to do before heading to bed?
I would. Oaxaca make sure that none of the other shenanigan makers are out and about, and he goes up to Andy's door and knocks.
I go to the door. Yes, who is it?
Who else is going to knock on your door this late?
Luna.
Yes,
Probably.
I am Luna. I drink a lot.
All right. I open the door.
Hey.
Hey.
So a lot of shit has happened the past couple of days.
Far more shit than the past month plus.
I would say so. Those undead made those bar brawls look like kids fighting in school.
Yes, absolutely.
Are you okay?
Yep. Dandy Andy. That's what they call me. Apparently. I'm fine. I was very helpful, though.
Yeah. Extremely. The way you hid behind me while I shot at everything that came our way.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you not like it? You didn't like the pink? I know pink isn't your color, but...
Oh, I didn't mind the fact that my bullets were magically being guided towards targets. That was pretty cool. I'm just saying. It seems that the theme of you strumming that guitar behind my tail feathers is...
It's not a guitar, it's a lyre. It doesn't need a capo, for the love of all the gods. It's a lyre. It's like a harp. It's a small harp. So I need to get a large harp and just carry it around so you all realize that it's a harp. It's a harp.
That'd be pretty fucking funny.
It'd be pretty fucking stupid, but if it helps, I suppose. But yes, it's a lyre. It's not a guitar. But anyway, yes, no, I am not the most rugged, and so those pretty lights that you enjoyed don't stay up if I get hurt, because I get queasy when I, get
shot
or anything. So that's why I protect myself, so that I can help protect all of you. So it's strategy. It's not cowardice. I know you don't see it like that, but
no. So you think you're going to be all right with Captain Bahamut being around a little bit more often?
Yeah. I think it'll be okay.
All right. You let me know if anything goes wrong.
I don't think he's like the others.
I kind of got that bead too, but you know me.
We do. Old habits die hard.
Like a fucking Tarrasque.
Well, I understand that. But, no, I believed what he said.
Okay.
Just got a feeling.
Okay. Well, I'm going to turn in.
All right.
Guess I'll see you in the morning.
Yep. Good night.
Night. Shut the door. And I just stand out there for a minute, and I feel my feathers start to prick up And I go, and I turn around and I go to my room.
What else? Harry.
Also, Maring will play like she goes to bed. But she actually, it doesn't. I'm so sorry, Waka. I swear this wasn't planned. She will kind of like go out with her bow, and I'm sure the guild probably has like a training hall of sorts for rangers or like anything like that. She will kind of like peek around, make sure no one's around. Just for funsies, though, do I see a Waka like just chilling outside Andy's door by any chance?
Make a perception check to even figure out if you know the right hallway.
Right, that's fine. That checks. That checks.
This is a big place.
That's a nat one.
Yeah.
No one shall know.
You get lost after you leave the like gym area, and it takes a few minutes to get back to even your room where you remember that it was.
Cool. Yeah, she's just training a little bit with her arrows. A little bit too extensively. Yeah.
Luna's gonna Luna drank a little bit more at the fishing flask.
Son of a bitch.
You know what?
And-
Give me a Constitution saving throw because of this. You drank so much, my friend.
It's just ale this time, though. It wasn't. Okay,
I don't care.
Oh, okay, we're good. That's a 17.
You are. It's hard to walk.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm passing. This is after Oaxaca already left, but I'm passing by Andy's room. I'm not gonna. Don't worry. Don't come. I just want to tell you that I'm not in love with you like the others. Oh, all right. My girlfriend's in a coma. It's a long story, but it's not. We're good. All right. We're good. Good night. And then just goes to their room.
Good night, Luna. Fuck.
Ben or Arlin, anything?
Sleep is nice.
It's a soft bed too. It's very nice. Such a high thread count. I think you're a muted chest.
I mean, anything is better than the military barracks that I've slept in literally my entire life. So,
Arlin would have, if rooms are close enough in order for her to hear the commotions that happen
Kind of like a
outside the
dormitory,
corridors.
hallway.
Yeah. She would have waited until she heard enough silence, and she'll not be spending the night in that room. She'll go find a courtyard somewhere.
There is a nice courtyard, not too far from where you all were just seeing the different weapons that were on display. And there is a gazebo that is surrounded by this beautiful flower arrangement. There it is, for once, a clear moonlit night. 2 moons, to be specific. And it's kind of like the inverse of the scene from Star Wars with the setting suns. No John Williams score. Can't afford it.
Can't afford it.
He's still alive. Do you want him to find us?
No, but what I was gonna say is, as she's doing this, like, she does hear some strumming of a lute, and then like she's hearing, like, because when Andy found like the books and like some additional instruments, and then like you hear like all of a sudden like some beautiful music, and then you hear pling like a wrong note, just fuck.
Romantic evening, pling. And it's got like this kind of interesting sky, like moonroof opening on the top of the gazebo so that a beam of it can come through. Very peaceful. And it's stone. And it reminds you of the mausoleums that you've been around.
She will use the Furbolg feature speech of Beast and Leaf and just sort of request aroma from, or ask politely of aroma from the flowers, like the flower bed and stuff that's around.
The air flows like this breeze winds through the entire surrounding flower bed, and this kind of soft vortex of beautiful smelling flowers fills the air. And you can feel it just enter your lungs and bring this calm stillness to you. And you have memories that harken back from being home. And there's times similar where you would walk in moonlit nights through the different graveyards. There is a small unsettling feeling, though, as this building has a lookout over. It's on part of the higher districts of the city, and it has this outdoor garden area is kind of like on this ridge that can overlook the city. And as you look out, you can see towards the docks and the piers where the festival was being held. To the like east and west, you see pretty much like a big perimeter of the city. A lot of moving carriages, ever bright lanterns being lit, and some changing to more cooler and calm colors. You hear bells from the different temples, just soft ringings coming from there. But you also see this odd patch of fog. And it's coming in again from the dock area.
Does it resemble what we found in the alleyway?
Definitely feels like it looks... The reason it's unsettling is because it looks like it's almost moving in and building very slowly and making like a layer before eventually it dissipates.
I cast Sending. Oaxaca, fog.
And I like wake up out of a dead sleep. Because this has not happened to him before. And I go, what the fucking shit?
It's
Need me to count?
I'm counting, yeah.
Fog.
Oaxaca, fog. Meet me at the gazebo. Quelque chose, 2 words, is not right.
Now that I hear the accent,
Yeah.
I go, should I bring everybody else?
I can't answer.
Oh shit!
Sending is different than
It's not message.
Message. Mhm.
I get up out of bed, and I don't bring the rifle, which is currently I'm guessing that a gun locker would also be in this room if it
Absolutely.
was customized. The rifle is
that's-
locked up
The nice gun
With-
rack as well.
with the other bandolier, so I just take the pistol out from where I was gripping it under the pillow and put it in. I just put on my pants and not like the full cover, and I just put my I'm walking down shirtless basically.
Yeah.
I put the revolver in the holster, and I just peek outside.
Don't send private jokes on the Discord chat, okay? Make us laugh in the middle of it. Consequences. There are.
So I peek out and I kind of follow the pathway out to the gazebo, and I look around and I go, Arlin,
Not hard to miss.
what were you? What's up?
La. And I point to where I saw the fog coming from. It was there, and it resembled what we saw in the alley. It just... It's gone. It's not right.
You said this was coming from the docks?
Mhm.
That fucking elf from the shooting range told me something about the docks. Starting to think there's no fucking coincidences in this city.
There's too many people here. This festival brought all sorts with them.
Yeah, definitely. Including people I've been trying to look for, and now I'm wondering if they're involved in this shit, which wouldn't surprise me.
What do we do?
Well, it's gone now. We can't really do anything about it, and
But
you need to
whatever
rest.
caused it? Would it? But I just saw it. It's not.
I know. Well, what are we gonna do about it right now? We're all tired. You especially. These people just met us after we've come bursting through a wall in their lives. I think we need to hear what this Empress has to say, and then we can bring up maybe going down to the docks for a little investigating. I was planning on doing that tomorrow anyway myself.
Not alone.
Well, of course. I mean,
Oh.
I have a feeling that the other four members of our troop are going to be stuck to our hips.
And Petit Peu. I don't think Luna's going to stop hugging me anytime soon.
I don't think he's going to stop hugging anybody.
True.
You can tell that kid's a monk. He hasn't been outside in probably ages. The way he hoovers whiskey.
That's I was told that we should all be quite sober for our meeting.
I had a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
This thing about rich folks, they don't get a taste of real life that often, so they don't find a need to drink. Or
wouldn't
drink,
know.
or drink too much to forget about life.
Yeah, using it as a means to an end versus just an enjoyable drink.
So I wouldn't worry about that for now. Just try to get some sleep, all right?
Oui, d'accord.
Also,
Oui.
before you use any other spells that instantly transport your voice into my head, how about you let me know about that first? Because I've never had that happen, and I almost shot a hole through the wall. So,
Get a slight tinge of like a acidic fruit feeling in your mouth as an after effect from the message.
I do?
Yeah.
Are we doing that?
Yep.
Wait, what?
I'll explain.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Just a fun little thing.
There it is.
Everybody drink.
Damn it.
And you see Oaxaca kind of go like, okay. I guess the ribs are coming back up. All right. Well,
Oh, désolé. I forgot about that.
about what?
No, c'est rien. It's
Okay.
nothing.
All right. You gonna be okay out here?
I prefer it. It's inside is great and all, but outside is less walls.
I can't blame you. I usually sleep outside myself, but can't really turn down an actual bed once in a while. I've slept on enough rocks to kill 500 men. Ugh. All right.
That's a lot.
Well, the count's starting to get up there anyway. But
Good to know.
hey, they were all bad.
That helps, I think.
Eventually, you make your way, Oaxaca, back to your room
Good night.
for a nice sleep.
Henry.
All of you can mark yourselves with a long rest as the morning comes. And as you all get yourselves prepared, you eventually, once again, meet into the common room. Joanna is there, this time in more of a formal outfit. She lets you know that there is going to be a two carriage transport, 3 and 3, whomever would like to ride with another. And it will take about 2 or so hours to get to the capital from there. It's you go outside and you see these carriages waiting for you. They have these mechanical horses that are in front with kind of these jeweled, similar to the jewels that you saw Colby using. And it seems that those are a power source for these somewhat shaking horses. And you see Joanna just goes, why can't we just use real horses for once? Anyway, these will take you to the capital. They will survive, God's willing. But they're quite comfortable, and you'll be just fine. It will take about 2 hours, but we've supplied plenty of water.
I look at Luna. Are they looking all right? Like,
oh, your head definitely hurts, Luna. And there is one thing you should know about the Empress. She is headstrong. She may be very blunt.
I like
but
her.
She is determined. She is fair. She is diplomatic. She is humbling, compassionate to the problems of all members of this kingdom, this empire, no matter their place in society. However, she has come under fire for her perceived soft attitude towards the unbound. It can be a touchy subject, and whatever your views of them may be, just know that tread lightly. Good luck to you all. And eventually you will have to designate yourself with some sort of group title. Don't have to think about it now, but as a chapter, it's tradition. Perhaps on the way there. Best of luck to you all. And she heads out as you head into the carriages.
Thank
Who's
you.
going with one?
I open up a carriage door for Andy and Luna. Who's hey Luna, the sunlight isn't
Luna,
that bright.
Come with us.
Hi guys.
Never drinking again.
Yeah,
you
you are.
say that, but
I
I
highly
doubt it.
I
I
highly
really
doubt
doubt
that.
it.
Not whiskey.
We are terrible influences. I don't know if you've had that yet.
Yeah, I was.
Life only gets harder from here, Dad.
Well,
I mean,
Merci.
at least that's what I was told. And then looks at Oaxaca because she's clearly older than me.
Why are you looking? I'm only 27. Why are you looking at me like that?
But I'm fresh into my 20s. Okay.
You call me
Fresh.
kid? 27. You call me kid?
Shut
I am
up.
easily the youngest amongst all of us, so let's deal
Yes,
with that.
Seriously.
you most assuredly are.
I'm 19 years old.
And Mary,
Mm,
what do you think
what?
he's going to be like when we eventually get him to a show?
A show.
No.
Arlin, you won't have to worry about ducking your head, as they actually are quite spacious. Taken under consideration as there are half giants and such and Goliaths that have been members in the past.
Mhm.
So they take size into consideration.
Mhm.
For the rest of you, though, this is a very tall ceiling.
Oh.
It's
It's, just,
large.
it's a long stagecoach.
Oh, yeah, very much. You're just like, oh, why?
How is this
Far away.
aerodynamically
It's
possible?
There's enough room for a chandelier.
So what I do is I'm going to cast. Okay, so
This is gonna be
once
fun.
Oaxaca and Luna are both in the carriage and the door is shut, seeing Luna in so much annoying pain about the hangover, I'm going to cast dancing lights and I'm going to light up the top of the carriage.
The carriage in
Just
front of
about
us
Luna.
crashes.
I just see that happen and I go.
Luna, do you like this? Do you like my light show? Do you like my light show?
No, not at all.
Yeah, well, so are you going to say anything else about Oaxaca and I?
No, I stopped. It was marrying.
Are you going to say
I'm
anything else
not.
about Oaxaca and I?
No, because you're dating Eldon now.
I'm not dating Eldon. I
Oh,
brighten the lights.
shit.
I brighten the lights.
I'm sorry.
I bring them down to the head. Are you going to say anything else about anyone and myself without
No.
having all the information?
No, I'm not.
Do you swear?
I swear on Tamara and my favorite Drake logo.
All right, fine. I shut them off. There.
Like having a bunch of flashlights just shined in your eyes.
Yeah. You're, it's a good thing I don't have epilepsy, Andi.
Yeah, well, if you had,
Epilepsy is a thing in this world, apparently.
Is now.
you know what? I probably would have known about it, and if you had, I would have been able to help. You're fine.
Andy
Might
is
not
your
have-
emergency contact. Like a life band wrist.
Do you
use
have any
message
water?
spell on this one. All right, well that's fun. What's
In
going
our
on in the other carriage?
I will hop in and I'm like, guys, come on! I want it. Come on! I'm so excited. And,
on va.
We shut the carriage door and I just like let Squibbles out and he is getting acquainted with everyone in the carriage.
I pull
Bonjour,
out a little,
Squibbles.
I pull out a
He's
little
just-
piece of rations and offer it up to him.
Aw.
And just looks at you and just goes.
Mhm.
Like mine keeps going.
I hold out my hand and just sort of bow to him. Bonjour.
He does like this little booty wiggle up, so
Yes.
he like arcs up, so it
Like
looks
the
like
cat
he's bowing.
Yes.
That's adorable.
But yeah,
So you have some nice, enjoyable conversations with each other, just sharing a little bit about each other's past, and just enough that you're comfortable with. And eventually, you see, as you get out of the city, you're going through this beautiful countryside, and in the distance, not too far, is this beautiful tower that is the center of the city, and it's kind of like a ziggurat shape that goes up with two surrounding circles, at one layer and then the next level. And this is the capital. This is, I had a name for it. Hold on.
It is Capital City.
Capital City. This is Zedenia, the Sylvan Empire's capital. It is a beautiful mix of golds and blues. It looks very much like Naboo in episode 1.
Lovely.
You dare speak the name of the prequels?
That I will say is very nice.
It's a magical place.
Called Naboo.
And eventually, going through these main city gates, there's several that kind of like a hub of streets that go to these different points of entrance. You get into the southeast entrance, and once you go in, it's like going into Oz. It is just I am full of movie references for this. But there are sky coaches that are whizzing by, people on just kind of walking the streets. A lot of it doesn't seem like there's much of a lower upper class differentiation. It's a lot of it feels very much like a lot of government type. Like there's a lot of bureaucratic movement going back and forth with a lot of official business. It doesn't seem like much of a residential city, but it is where what you can tell a lot of important things happen. Eventually, as you get more towards the center, you are escorted out as the doors open, and you are greeted by a female halfling. She is in the garb, the official garb of the Sylvan Empire, kind of like a pantsuit of sorts with the, how like the naval, like official naval gear where like it buttons over onto the one side. She just kind of like does a little foot click and greets you. Hello, I am Ilan Gould, and I am here to escort you into to see the Empress. It's very nice to meet you. I have heard what happened. Quite thrilling. I'm not an inventor myself. I mostly deal with meeting people. An emissary of sorts. Come with me. You are being expected. And you see that, she's just kind of like squinting and adjusting a pair of glasses that she greets other officials that are coming by, and she is just casually pointing out the history of the palace, how the high elves are the the high elves of the empire take on the last name of Sylvan, because it is the ancient high elf race that came allegedly from the Feywild into this realm and founded the empire. Walking through these beautiful halls, you eventually get to what is essentially a much grander version of the meeting room that you were in the guild. This time with a chair right at the head of the table that is very clearly for the Empress. There are a few guards, and then there is a unlocking of a far door. By the way, in the back, these beautiful windows that are letting in the light, incredibly tall. This room is domed on the top. There's a beautiful floating chandelier that's in the center of it. Beautiful like marble and pillars. And eventually the guards make the call for the entrance as Elan says, "Ladies and gentlemen,
and friends beyond the binary. The Empress of the Sylvan Empire, Catalina Gathias de Sylvan. And you see this high elf, kind of messy-haired, brunette woman with a long braid going down. She's in somewhat of a military garb, but it's very loosely worn. And she's holding a ceremonial bayonet on her side. She quickly walks over past the guards who salute, and they're ready to kind of oh right, she doesn't really care about that. You could tell the whole vibe of her is this is just the formality is not really her bag. She greets you all. Hello. She actually comes
Hi.
up to you, and she shakes each of your hands individually.
Wow.
Well, shit.
Hi.
The vibe of her seems very casual, very friendly. As Ilan kind of does a bow, she goes, "Just get up. You do not have to do that."
I actually go into a very deep curtsy, as Lady Aradi showed me in my diplomacy classes, a very, very deep curtsy.
You trip on something?
Merci, it is appreciated. You may rise.
Oh,
Please,
thank you.
all of you, take a seat. So, I hear that you are heroes of sorts.
If you mean we filled a couple of undead full of bullets, then yeah, guilty as
And
charged.
arrows.
Only he can do the bullets.
I took the
she
jaw.
does arrows.
I had the killing
You
shot.
still have
I
the
got a
fucking-
killing shot.
You
I
still
did
have
that.
the,
I
you
did that.
still have the fucking jawbone.
It's staying with me everywhere.
May I say that? Oh, interesting.
Do you like it?
It's not so much my taste. I am more of a collector of artifacts, not so much skeleton.
Oh.
But you may have.
Merci.
Ah, see. She asked, "Does anyone speak Silvan?"
We.
I will do my best in common for the rest of you. Actually, one moment. Ilan, if you may. And you see Ilan with pleasure. She waves her hands, and suddenly you hear, you can completely understand what the Empress is saying to you in Silver. This is a lot easier for me when I need to. Don't be alarmed. It's simple language spell. So, from what I understand, you fought against undead creatures.
Certainly seem to be.
Yes.
Could you
Face
describe in
melting
detail
off.
what they
It
look
was
like?
nasty. Like half the face, jaw hanging off. Like you saw the jawbone.
It looked like 4 of your basic zombies and a 5th one that could best be maybe described as a wraith. Something a little bit more powerful, a little bit more
vampiric.
not undead, but definitely dark.
Necrotic.
All the
No. Miss, I'm sorry. Yes.
Maring. Hi.
What did you say?
I said vampiric. At least that's what I heard when I described the dark claw that reached into me. What happened? Would you like to know what happened?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay. Well, I was fighting the wraith, as our friend Oaxaca said, and it kind of reached into me with its arm. And all this blackness started falling out of my eyes, and it just felt like my blood ran cold, then hot, and then like my nerves just stopped. It's really weird, to be honest.
Now that you mention it, once it fell, then the rest of the undead kind of burned away.
Yeah, they all kind of disintegrated at the end.
Right, and our guild master guy said when I described that to him, he said it sounded like vampiric touch, and never really heard of that, but no.
Could you bring me one of my guidebooks? Thank you. Thank you for that information. I
Of
appreciate
course,
that.
of course.
So, as you may have been told, there are suspicions immediately from the authorities, from my royal watch especially, that this is the doings of the Unbound. Are any of you familiar with these?
Heard the name thrown around.
I was going to say, can I do a history check? Because I
Yes,
don't
you may.
actually know.
And I'd also like Andy to do a deception check.
Spiky.
Do that
I-
deception.
Can I kind of do a history check too? Because even though
Yeah, sure.
I've
We'll make it a collective one for.
I've been around. So
Actually, I don't know if I would, because of my
would
study of
say
dragon lore,
no.
if it has
No.
anything to do with Unbound. But
No, you're
I-
a city girl.
yeah,
I rolled I rolled a 17. And it currently has no bonuses.
Right.
I rolled a natural 20.
Oh,
Dude,
yes.
what is up with you in 20s today?
Nice.
It's the chicken die. It's the chicken die. It's the chicken die.
That's amazing.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, man.
Dude,
You
23.
Okay, Andy, you are stone cold. Oaxaca, you have absolutely heard about this group of they're in circles. They're called zealots, or they're called renegades. In reality, they're spellcasters who have been labeled with such a title because they do not believe in the regulation of magic that has been brought down by the Sylvan Empire, but more strictly by the Westland Territories, the theocracy that runs it. But for the most part, the term Unbound is incredibly derogatory towards spellcasters who do not fall in line, as it were.
I turn to the Empress and go, don't think I've ever heard of him.
Deception check.
No, that was complete sarcasm. Like, I'm not hiding sarcasm at all.
Oh, because you're not cloaked. You're still in
I'm still fully in uniform.
uniform. Yeah, you cleaned it off, I'm sure.
Yes.
Okay.
I may.
She kind of gives a small chuckle. Serious matters, though. I am apparently unliked for my views on the laws that we have here. And yes, while I am able to change them, public opinion would surely bring unnecessary violence. And I do not need a war with a very strong religion. Let alone those in the Midlands, or even extending out to Vulcania, or the Wandering Isles. This blemish on our society is something that I wish to change. Which is why I would like you to investigate this and find truth in the matter. There is and Ilan comes in with her guidebook. Thank you. And she's going through. Wow. Here we go. So, I will need you to be taking a bit of a trip. It is an investigation where you will be contacting one of our wizards. They are part of the Scholar Society, and you will be heading to the town of Meyer Hall by way of the Talbot Road. It's a common path for high traffic in regards to trade, but we also suspect that there may be some activity, as it were, from the those who are being claiming to be the Unbound. Recently, there was a disturbing attack alongside Talbot Road. 2 individuals claimed to find bodies that were blood-soaked and shredded by some creature, but completely pale and almost skeleton-like. The creature had not been found at that point, but eventually something was inevitably killed. And much like your encounter, its body disintegrated into a black and red mist. Whether it is connected or not is what you will need to find out. Although there is also some word of strange occurrences in that area, you will be kind of pauses for a second. I apologize. This was a time of peace for the longest time. And something as unnatural and unholy as this has stirred up emotions in many different believers and many different practitioners. And I have an obligation. You have all been vetted as being very qualified. And this is a matter of investigation purely. You will be contacting a wizard known as Cherise. I warn you, they are a bit, well, long in the years. And, Miss Andi, as it were, Miss Barnatus?
Yes.
You're a student of Coven?
Yes.
You're familiar with the elder wizards that work, teach there?
Of course. Bit crotchety, but yes.
You may be the best one suited for delegating with this type.
Okay.
So, once again, you will be provided transport. You will be compensated, of course, as per guild laws. We will provide you with 75 gold each. And upon return. Any information that you should find, you shall do via our sending stone we shall provide. And Elon provides what is a very nice kind of metal encased kind of pentagon shaped stone. And she kind of like, who would like to be the bearer? Oh, coin toss?
Dude.
No, I'm just kidding.
Luna. Sorry.
And she hands it to you, Luna. And eventually, there is the Empress checks her watch. Well, I wish that I could discuss this more with you further, but you will be again provided transport tomorrow morning.
Unless you feel that you can be prepared by tonight, we might be able to help you expedite this. Because the sooner we can find information, the better.
Before I answer, I kind of give Arlin a direct look to kind of be like, missed, tell her. And then I say, well, I think we need to resupply a little bit. And I don't know exactly if this really connects with things, but I'm assuming everything does at this point. But Arlin here and I, at least Arlin saw this, I didn't. She just told me it happened. But there seems to be an odd-looking mist that descends upon certain parts of this city at night. And the same kind of mist descended upon us before we met several of these individuals in an alley that would join the ranks of the undead and fight us another time. We saw it down by the docks. Or Arlin did, at least.
In Mare?
In Mare.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that will be information that I'm sure will be vital to your investigation should it come up again.
I'm just also saying it might be a bit of a warning, because if this thing is expanding, then might be more undead popping up out of tents, if you know what I mean. Your Eminence, Highness, I'm not really sure how to...
Empress is fine.
All right.
If you're into the brevity.
In direct dichotomy to all the marble around him, Oaxaca is still dressed in the same dirty clothes.
Erin cleaned her skirt.
Well, if you'll excuse me, and she takes her book.
I'm sorry. Your illustrious highness. I can't help but ask. So you described to us this Unbound as spellcasters that disagree with the political climate of regulation and bureaucracy or whatever, but do you think them actually capable of being such monstrosities that they would commit acts of necromancy and vampirism and just wanton slaughter? Does that seem to align with their activities in the past?
The spell has dropped for languages. I think that they are going to be the first to be blamed. And that is unfair. And I should hope that they are not capable. For the sake of us all. Revolutions have happened before. And if someone is inspired enough, may the gods watch over us. You shall find what you need, applied with whatever it is you need replenishing of, and I shall be on my way. But if you are able to transport tonight, please do.
Thank you.
It has been a privilege meeting you. And
You
I
as
expect
well.
Likewise.
Rosie.
And she makes her way home. And Ilan says,
Hi.
"If you please, come with me." Eventually, she leads you to a quartermaster who is able to resupply you and give a bit of polish up to any gear that you are wearing and are in need of. Mainly, what you have is kind of with some prestidigitation cleaned up, and it's actually the first time, Oaxaca, that you've had clean clothes in quite some time.
Hey. The guns are clean. I clean them myself, all right? Do you have any ammo in these gauges? And I point to the ammunition.
And it's a half ogre who's a, yes, I can help you out with that, no problem.
All right.
And he just brings like just a case, and your bullets are replenished.
Fucking gay. So,
Be careful.
son, I know how to handle bullets. I'm good. And
I just meant in general, because it's just a polite thing to do.
Thank you.
Do
But
we do
by
what
the
we can.
way, you been down to the docks lately? And I kind of lean into the half orc, just while no one's really looking.
Half over.
Half over. Oh, sorry.
How
I thought you
dare
said
you.
half. I thought you said half orc. My apologies. I was like,
No, I don't really get out of the capital much. But for a landlocked city, for the most part, I mean. And he looks at Luna. You're from Mara? There's a lot of water genasi there, so I wasn't sure. I don't want to make it just a
No.
section or anything.
I am. Yeah.
It's beautiful, from what I hear.
Yeah.
I wish I could see it sometime, but
If you do see any mist, fog, just let us know.
like you specifically know, or perhaps like.
Yes, actually, like us
Yes,
specifically.
yes, us.
I mean, because I have like a higher command that I have to
No.
speak to as well.
Just
Listen,
probably
I don't want to
him.
get in trouble. I'm just a resupply. for the most part.
We're on a directive from the Empress. So if you see any
No, I
suspicious looking
understand.
fog
Okay. Got it.
directly to us, yes.
Yes.
Just this one specific thing.
Right.
I don't
Nothing
know
else.
how
Like
I'm
we
gonna
don't
do
want to
that,
know all the other
It's-
things.
But I will try to look out for.
I have a sending stone. You can send me the.
No, I think you
information.
need that.
No. Like you can send it to me.
No, I don't have a sending. You understand how sending stone works, right? It's
Sure.
It's a direct line to. Anyway,
All right.
good luck.
Monsieur,
thank you very much.
if
Right to-
if I may,
Yes. No, he's eye level. He's half.
Yeah, I was gonna say anything.
That's a
you're
really
like-
short half ogre.
Yeah.
Yes, miss.
Actually, he can probably speak giant, can't he? Possible.
Most do. Midlands tend to have giant as a general language.
She will, in giant, ask if he has a clean, not rag, but clean cloth and that type of thing, and potentially a little bit of polish or wax type of thing.
In giant, yeah, I can do that for you.
Giant
got
is
it.
Russian.
I'm sorry, I don't speak that.
He just hands you like a nice cloth bag. It's got what you need in it. It's pretty good. That's what we use for the armor for our guards. Gives a nice, real luster to it. Mostly ceremonial, but should do the job.
Wait, this will be perfect. Merci.
I gotta learn Sylvan. Sorry, it's like,
I feel like that should be a job.
I know it
Should be a job requirement if you're
It's
working
just
in.
kind of. I'm still taking I'm reading books about it. and
It's a very c'est difficile. It's very difficult language, and that there's
I figured
grammar,
out
and then
that sounded like difficult, so I figured okay. I can make that
Je m'appelle Jeff.
Clément?
Yeah, like
I thought you were Oaxaca.
eventually, you guys will get back to a normal transport. Horse-drawn carriage is not guild supplied, but these are still pretty. This is kind of like a the charter carriage, so all of you can be in this, and it's pretty well. It's not nearly as over ornate as the guild ones, which seem to be kind of flashy on purpose for way back when being a professional adventurer was, a very illustrious career choice. This is more formal, more business formal. So yeah, you are in. If there is also the option for anyone to sit next to the driver as he allows it, or you're allowed to drive it yourself. The option is available to you.
Before we all get in, I go, does anybody want to go back to the guild hall and get anything that we left there?
I I brought all my stuff. I'm okay.
All right, I guess.
I don't think we have the option to go back, like, all the way to Mari.
Yeah,
I think we're kind of stuck in the capsule.
Actually, now that I think about it, now that I think about it, I keep forgetting everybody's name. Jesus Christ.
Who's that?
Eldon. Sorry.
It's another dragon god.
I have to like say these names like 37 times. Eldon said
Very
it would
specific.
Eldon said it
In a
took a
row?
couple of days of research before he could fix up what I gave him. So might as well earn some extra cash on the side. And I flip up next to the driver and I go, "How you doing?"
Doing good, sir. The reins are yours. This is a private mission.
Oh. Well, shit. Fine. Haven't driven a horse-drawn carriage in a while.
Does he know what he's doing?
I mean,
Oaxaca, do you know where you're going?
Yeah. What? Have you driven before?
You've been given maps.
I've
navigation.
driven and I've probably been to Meyer Hall before.
All right.
I've been to Meyer Hall before. Don't worry.
It is more west of the towards the Midland Mountains, so it is certainly a nomadic path that you've been on before.
It's just you hesitated there.
Just get in the cart before I go off without all of y'all.
Arlin.
Fair.
Before we get in the cart, seeing that Oaxaca did kind of hesitate for a second, Maring's gonna kind of go up to the horses, kind of like look at them. If one of them like looks her in the eye, she's gonna cast Speak with Animal.
Okay.
Hey, hi, you doing good? What's your name?
I haven't been given one, really.
Well,
I'm a servant of the Empire.
well, but you're also your own animal, your own horse. You know that, right?
I'm aware. I'm my own horse.
All right. Well,
I have agency over certain things, but I work for the Empire.
right.
Willingly.
Willingly. Exactly. I know my friend back there. It's so funny because you're seeing Marion just go.
I just stare at her like.
Just in return.
and she just goes, this, Featherbeak over here. Like he gets a little grumpy. I'm sorry if he kind of like. Yes, Eric Hawker.
Thank you.
He can probably.
This horse is awesome.
He's probably going to like pull on the reins a little bit too hard. I just want to say sorry. Please don't doom us all just because he, gets a little jumpy on those reins. What can I call you? I know
you
don't
can
have
tell
a
from the body language that she's just kind of like talking.
She's shit talking
you.
me. I was like,
No, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He just can get kind of grumpy. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
I just say out loud, not knowing what they're talking about, but kind of getting the gist. I know how to drive horses properly. Thank you.
She switches back to common, and we all are very proud of you. And she goes back to the horse. So, like,
I swear
she's just gonna go back to the horse and be like, "What would you like to be called?" Yeah, Yeah.
Sure.
What?
Sir, I like that. Your friend?
The horse.
Your friend?
It kind of looks at. Also, sir.
How about
really
Sir and
not a-
also Sir the
It's
horse.
really not a thing for us. We just kind of do what we're told.
I know.
That's my
but
horse.
I'm just trying to make conversation.
Much
I
appreciated.
Yeah, of course.
We do have a
sir.
mission, though.
Right, I know. I was just making sure that you know this dude. He doesn't mean it. I promise, sir. And sir number 2. All right. Have a good time. I'm gonna hop in the cart. Thank you.
Luna's gonna like kind of like whisper to Arlin, like, "Am I hungover too much? But she's speaking horse
No,
to my head, or is it real?"
no, I could hear her the entire time. What horse?
Or just keep coming.
And then she just hops in the back. Let's go.
Are we all ready to go now?
I suppose so.
Yeah.
You're all in. You feel a bit of a jolt from the two horses as they go. Start a little bit faster.
And Oaxaca, who has driven horses before, does not do it hard or jolting in any way, just like smooth.
Arlin.
And out of the city you go, heading towards a new destination on a longer bound trip towards this village of Meyer Hall, alongside the Talbot Road route. What you expect, you can't quite say, but you know that something is unfolding. And we will end it there.